I got to the hospital and it was time to deliver right then and there. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome in. As y'all can see from the title of this video, this will be my my labor and birth story for my last baby. Let me just say, I am extremely excited to be filming this video for you all. I haven't posted a video in almost 2 weeks. Normally I post about twice a week. I haven't really been encouraged, but I realized that when you have a dream and a goal, you must stay encouraged. So I'm going through some things, y'all, but I'm still gonna get into this video. I had my daughter at 39 weeks and 2 days. So it was 5 days before my due date. I gave birth. My labor was done at home. I went to the doctor for my 39-week checkup at 39 weeks and 2 days. And my doctor checked me. I was already 5 centimeters dilated and 90%, my cervix was 90% thinned out. So with it being 5 days before my due date and I was already 5 centimeters dilated, my doctor went ahead and stripped my membrane. It's a bit too much information, but he kind of went in and speeded things up for me. So then I went home after my doctor's visit, and 4 hours later, I started having contractions. They were back to back to back. They started off 5 minutes apart, and then they went to 4 minutes apart, and that was for 3 hours. It's about 3.5 hours at home. I was screaming, I was crying, I was walking around in pain, I couldn't sit. I tried soaking in the tub. I turned on some calming music on YouTube. I'll insert a clip that I tried to record during labor, but I could not. So it was just so painful. I've got calming music going and bath water running. I have been in labor for 2 hours, y'all, trying to stay home as long as I can. It hurts so bad. After 3.5 hours of pain, I told my kid's dad, I said, I think it's time to go. He's like, you're just gonna do the same thing at the hospital. He thought that because my other labors were a bit longer that we could stay home longer, but I'm glad that we didn't. You guys, she was born 38 minutes after arriving at the hospital. 38 minutes after arriving, I got to the hospital and it was time to deliver right then and there. Yes. So I get to the hospital. They had me put a mask on, which I kept on for about 15-20 minutes or so. But during not labor, because that wasn't labor. Well, while I was pushing, I took that mask off. It was hot, I was thirsty, I was hungry, and I was pushing. I wasn't going to do that with a mask on. I'm sorry, you guys. I took my mask off. They're trying to register me. Well, not register. What do you call it? They're trying to check me in. And I'm like, no, I can't sit. I have to stand. It hurts to sit. It hurts to lay. They're like, come on, we'll get you in a room. The doctor checked me and he's like, OMG, it's time. You're complete. You're 10 centimeters. It's time to push. I had no medication, no IV, no epidural, nothing. Which I planned to go natural without the epidural anyway, but I thought that I would be getting the medication that they put in your IV for pain. I couldn't get that. I couldn't get anything. It was just go time when I got to the hospital. So she was complete natural. It was a natural birth. It was very painful, but it was a beautiful experience. It was really, really beautiful. I cried like no other. I didn't get any footage of labor because me and my child's father agreed that that's just too personal. I believe we left the house at about 9:20, and yes, he made us stop. He made us stop while I was in labor. It was crazy, y'all. I was in the back seat screaming and holding on to the little, the thing you can hang on to in the car, and I'm just screaming. He wanted me to lay back in the back seat, and I'm like, no, I cannot lay. I spilled a cup of water on me. So when I got to the hospital, they thought my water had broke, but it hadn't. So it literally broke as they were laying me on the bed. It took about 20 minutes after being there, and my water was broke. It was really, really fast. It was really, really fast. They did not keep me in the hospital as long as they did with my other children. I only stayed about a day and a half. It was nice to have that time away one day, but I was ready to get home to my other kids. She is lovely. I'm actually gonna let you guys meet her. Her name is Journey. I don't know if you can. This is the sweet little one. She's asleep. I don't want that light all in her face. I'm gonna turn her around. But yes, this is Journey, you guys. Going home was so exciting. I kind of got some footage of us coming home and how the kids reacted to her. Of course, my oldest two were just obsessed with her, but my toddler, not so much. She don't want anything to do with her. If she cries, it annoys her. She tries to cry too. Going home, Mom. Do you miss Mom? Pooh, give me that. That's, you got one. This is Sissy's. No. No.
Did you vlog it?
Barely. Fix her head, Trent. She look uncomfortable.
So I can move her car seat this way.
But yes, that is my labor and birth story. And this is Miss Journey. She is 1 week old today, you guys. Look at her hair. Yeah, she is 1 week old today. And she was my most painful birth. I think I am done. It was very painful, you guys. And all the nurses, they're like, you did so good. You did so good. I'm like, no, I feel like I did terrible. When I was in labor, my son told me, I think you're faking. I think you're faking. Because I literally was walking around at home screaming. And what's funny is their dad was mocking me. Every time I screamed, like I would go, ah. And he'd go, ah. So then my toddler would go, ah. And it was just like, they thought it was a joke. It was cute. It was fun. It was nice to do labor at home with my family. I think if I ever had another one, I would do the same. That was my first time experiencing labor at home. I stayed home and I tried to bathe and everything, and it was only 3.5 hours. They do say your third comes faster. Oh, her eyes are open a bit. Say hello. Okay. Thank y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Leave a comment down below. Thank y'all so much for keeping up with Khyra.